Hello, everybody. This is Man's Watch here, and for the third day in a row now, I've had to make a live weather forecast, and well, I'm just gonna say it, but as I expected here at the Weatherman's Watch, the heat did get worse, and now, thanks to the National Weather Service of PADUCAH, we now have those heat warnings in effect until Sunday at 8 p.m. I think it's at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So this heat warning hasn't started yet, but this will be in effect at 11 a.m. CDT. 11 a.m. CDT here, and this will be over here in Eastern Kentucky. Well, actually, 11 a.m. This will be in effect at 11 a.m. CDT here, and goes all the way until Sunday, until 8 p.m. So we still have the heated advisory out, and that's still in effect, and that's gonna be the cost until tomorrow at 8 p.m. As still not being in this extreme heat warning, we're going to be seeing our heat indexes all the way up to 107. And we're very lucky that we're not in very humid air. We are not. Thank goodness. As a matter of fact, thank goodness, because if we go over to the models and we go to our relative humidity, we continue to mainly stay in the high 50s to low 60s, even some areas getting closer to the mid 60 humidity dew point. So it's not going to be 80 to 85% humidity, making it feel like an absolute wet fest, an absolute big time wet fest. So as the humidity is down, thank goodness, we are down, and we are still seeing our high 50 to humidity all the way up to our low 60 dew points. In some areas, localized areas getting into the low mid 60 dew points. So yeah, and we will continue now to go over how now give me the TFS so I can give you there we go. So we're gonna go over on the TFS, and we're gonna okay, here you go. So this is today, so this is right now. So this is as of right now. We are in the low 50 to humidity value. So the air is not that sweaty, but you can indeed feel the heat from this. You can indeed feel the big time. You can still feel some sweat from this, but you won't feel the sweat as much with it. As 80 to 85% humidity will make it feel fairly soupy and fairly soggy and miserable. And we will continue to go through this for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, low 50 dew points again. For our Western Kentucky regions, and from Central Kentucky and pretty much Eastern Kentucky. Oh, and of course, all these winds is 50, so we're gonna be seeing these 50s, and then we're gonna also see a bit of it. Let's get some 40% humidity ones. But yeah, go over to the next day. we start to get a bit more dry as our humidity goes down into the high 30% values, and there's still a couple of areas where we're still seeing some 40% humidity values. So that's still there to be in mind and that's for Friday. We go into Saturday afternoon, mid 30 dew points. Central Kentucky getting the lower to mid 40 dew point, mid 30 humidity values. Some areas getting 50 up in Lexington and Danville. This is a couple days out. I'm gonna go out until next week. Next day on what is this? That is on Sunday, so that will be the day we will be going on our fishing trip. But our dew point, our humidity values will be down into the high 30s. Central Kentucky yet again. You'll seeing your low 40 degree dew points and stuff. So it seems like as soon as we pass through today, we'll get the air will start to dry out and stuff, and we'll start to go down low on our humidity values. Go out a couple more days. We climb back up into the low 50s. Some areas getting into the mid 50s for all of Western Kentucky, Central Kentucky, most of Central and Eastern Kentucky. Some areas getting into the low 60s. Then we go in for tomorrow, and I'm not going through the nighttime ones because specifically in this time of summer, when the sun goes down and stuff, we start to lose our heat quickly. In the cooler air as the sun comes down and the moon comes up, cools down the air and stuff, you're gonna see a whole lot of wet air just go try out and go up into the atmosphere, which is how we get these pop-up storms through the follow up. And we go. This is officially 1 week out. This is next Wednesday. We'll be back into the mid 40 dew point. So yeah, and I bet by this point now everybody's kind of tired of me talking about this. So anyways, now we're gonna go over and talk about our later. So as of right now, we currently have some storms that'll storm into Kentucky. So we have what is this? We have Addison, Union Storm, Mystic, Hunting Close, and Clover Point in as a field thunderstorm morning, and we can see 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts from later and up towards the inside 1 inch of hail. So that will be something to watch right there for that. We got a strong storm east of Evansville, Indiana. So I think that's Evansville, Indiana. It might be. I think it is. I think that's Evansville, Indiana, not Illinois. Okay, yeah. So over here we have another severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds. We have 1.25 inch hail. So I think today for our hail threat, we're going to see, and this is specifically for Northwestern Kentucky and places like Evansville, Owensboro, River, and stuff. We're going to see our wind. We're going to see some hail. Very unlikely. This will not be as strong as yesterday's setup, as as I have told you yesterday, we had an MCS coming down through here. So yeah, that's good news for that. So we got that going. So we had that going. That brought a whole lot of wind and stuff. So that's something to keep in mind out for that. So yeah. So today we're gonna be seeing penny-sized hail to I think about 1.5 inches of hail with the strongest of these storms. However, this isn't going to be likely. I believe the percent. I would say this general area right here would be under a 2%. And for penny size to 1.5 inches of hail. And But the main story for today is going to be our flash flooding. So for areas near Indianapolis and Richmond, Kernersville, Liberty, Centralville, Abington, and Boston, and Indiana, we have a catastrophic flash flood warning, dangerous situation, and we have had a whole bunch of rain as the storms came through yesterday and then the night before, dropping 3 to 5.5 to 6.5 inches of rain, and they're expecting another inch to 2.5 inches. So there is a chance we may well see a 8 to 10 inches of rain with this. So it is an emergency in this area. So you gotta get up high. You gotta get up high in your buildings over here. Water rescues really ongoing here. We have a storm chaser here, Corey Gerken, that's in this flood warning. Yeah, look at this. This is the flooding that is going on and near East Germantown. This whole section of this road is completely covered with rain. It is devastating. It is absolutely devastating, and it's gonna continue to get worse as we're gonna have more rain and seem to pop up and bring more heavy rain. Which is the worst thing that these people up in East Germantown, Indiana, Milton, Cambridge, and area is over in this area, as in Richmond, Centerville, and Abington, and Boston. Very devastating and heartbreaking situation that our storm chaser and Corey Gerken is covering right now. So shout out to him for covering this. This is absolutely devastating flooding, and it's going to continue to get worse throughout the day. So yeah, we have that going, and we also have multiple severe flash flood warnings from areas yesterday, and most of these are going to be in between the range of 1.5 to 4 inches, and they're going to get about 1.5 to 2 more inches tonight. So we could see a whole lot of these flash flood warnings become more. We'll probably be able to end up seeing a lot more of these becoming dangerous flash flood. Floods. Lots of flooding. 4 to 8 inches, but most likely in this area. And then over here we got like 3 to 5, 2 to 4. Very devastating, and it's going to continue to start raining over here. So our main risk of flash flooding is going to be fairly high. I would say today they'll put another model it, as we already have had continuous rainfall in areas in Indianapolis, and Kernersville, Richmond, Newcastle, near Bloomington, Columbus, Queensburg, Versailles, and places in Dayton, Hamilton, Queenville, and Cincinnati, and Indiana. So I'll probably state this again, but we have penny-sized to 1.5 inch size hail today, mostly for Northwestern Kentucky and River, and over here, yeah, probably over here from St. Louis, Missouri, and of course, I think the bow side for this would be over in this Tenway area. Yeah, but most of your floods is gonna be flash flooding and a lot of loud thunderstorms today. And this is specifically again for central this is more for central Kentucky, northern Kentucky, and actually today northwestern Kentucky up into southern Indiana. So that's what we have for you today. That's all I'm gonna say. Penny size to 1.5 inch hail could be on the table. 60 mile an hour damaging winds, and 60 mile an hour winds, and There shouldn't be a tornado list. There's not a tornado list today. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This is Wellman's Wads out.